All right, welcome back, algebra students. We are learning so much about multiplication. We've multiplied monomials together. We've distributed a monomial to a polynomial. We multiplied binomials together and learned how to FOIL. And now I'm going to teach you another type of multiplication. We're going to multiply polynomials together. And I am very, very systematic about this. So I want to try and teach you how to do this, okay? So I'll do a couple and I'll have you do a couple and we'll see where we go from here, okay? Let me start with letter A. I'm going to take the binomial x plus 2 and distribute it to the trinomial x squared minus 5x plus 4. So I'm going to start here with the x and I'm going to distribute it to all three terms in that trinomial. So let's start with x times x squared, and that's x cubed. And then x times negative 5x, that's negative 5x squared. And then x times 4, which is 4x. Beautiful, okay? We're halfway finished. So we now need to go back and distribute this positive 2 to each of those same terms again. And when I do, I'm going to line up my like terms together. All right, so listen really carefully to what the number that you're saying is going to be and then put it under that same term. All right, so let's start with 2 times x squared. That's 2x squared. I put that under the negative 5x squared because they're like terms, okay? 2 times negative 5x, that's negative 10x. I put that under the positive 4x because they are like terms. And then last but not least, 2 times 4, that's positive 8. All right? So I like to stack them versus writing them all out horizontally. I like to stack my like terms together. It just is visually a little bit easier. And then you're just going to add your like terms together. All right, so x cubed. I don't have anything to add to that, so we'll just drop it down. Let's look at the x squareds. Negative 5 plus 2. That's negative 3. Good. All right, let's do the x terms. 4 plus negative 10. That's negative 6. Good job. And then drop down your 8, because 0 plus 8 is 8. And there you go. That is multiplying a binomial times a trinomial. Okay? That's as good as I can get it. It's in standard form, descending order, looks great. Let's do it again for letter B. We'll start with the 3x. 3x times negative 2x cubed. That's negative 6x to the 4th. All right, 3x times 5x. Well, that's going to end up being 15x squared. Now I'm going to leave a little bit of space because that's the next number that should have been there was an x cubed term. And I didn't have that, so I'm going to leave a little bit of space for it. And then 3x times negative 6 is negative 18x. Okay? So I left a little space because I'm going to put a little ghost man x cubed there, is what I'm going to do. Kind of a place marker. It's there, but it's really not. And that way, when I distribute negative 4, if I end up with an x cubed term, I'll have somewhere to put it, somewhere to stack it. All right, so now let's do negative 4. Negative 4 times negative 2x cubed. That's positive 8x cubed. See, I did need it. I thought I might, so that's why I created that space there. Negative 4 times positive 5x. Well, that's negative 20x. So I'm going to skip the x squared because it's not squared and put it under the negative 18x. And then negative 4 times negative 6. That's positive 24. All right, so I had to leave a little bit of space. And I stacked my like terms where I needed to. And now I'm ready to add my like terms together. So drop down the negative 6x to the 4th. 0 plus 8 is 8x cubed. Drop down the 15x squared. Negative 18x plus negative 20x, that's negative 38x, and then drop down to 24. Woo, lots of terms there. That could happen, so you just got to be very organized in how you do this. If you don't like stacking the numbers like me, that's fine. Just write them all out in one straight line horizontally, and then start looking for like terms horizontally. It really doesn't matter. This is my personal technique. It's what I'm used to, what I like, and that's how I choose to teach it. But there are other ways to go about that. Okay, let's look at letter C. A lot of students make this mistake. They'll go, oh, that's x cubed minus 8. And no, you are so wrong. It's not even funny. You've got the first term, you've got the last term. You've just totally missed out on everything else in the middle. So what we're going to do is we're going to write x minus 2, and we're going to do that 3 times. Okay? Just like that. Now, the first time we do this, what we're going to do is we're going to take, I bracketed off the first 2 quantities, x minus 2 times x minus 2. Notice that that's a binomial times a binomial. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Hey, we should FOIL here, and you're exactly right. So we're going to do x times x, there's first, that's x squared, outer, which is negative 2x, inner, which is also negative 2x, and last, which is positive 4. If we clean all of this up, you'll get x squared minus 4x plus 4. Okay? So that's from the very first 2 binomials that we multiply together. Okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to take that last x minus 2 and we're going to distribute it to the x squared minus 4x plus 4. Okay? So we're going to follow a similar technique to what I did in A and B. I'm not sure I'm going to have a whole lot of room to stack, so I may just find some space and just go do it there, okay? So the first thing I want to do is distribute my x. So x times x squared is x cubed. X times negative 4x is negative 4x squared. And x times 4 is 4x. Now I'm going to come back and distribute my negative 2. So negative 2 times x squared is negative 2x squared. Negative 2 times negative 4 is positive 8x. And negative 2 times positive 4 is negative 8. Okay, and I'm ready to add my like terms together. And I'm going to get x cubed minus 6x squared plus 12x minus 8. Okay? This initial answer, where a lot of students would mess up and say x cubed minus 8, you've got the first term and the last term, like I said before, but you totally missed the middle terms all together. So you would be so very wrong for that one. Okay, so anyway, I've done 3 for you. I think C was a little bit hard. I think most people would have missed that. But anytime you have to cube a binomial, you're going to first FOIL, and then you're going to distribute your binomial to the trinomial that you got when you FOILed. So that's going to take a little bit of room and a little bit of space on your paper. Let me do one more, and I'll leave 2 for you. So let me do letter F, and let's do this one together. 3x times x squared is 3x cubed. 3x times negative 2x is negative 6x squared, and 3x times 5 is 15x. Now go back and do the 2. 2 times x squared is 2x squared. 2 times negative 2x is negative 4x, and 2 times 5 is 10. Awesome. Add up your like terms. We'll get 3x cubed, and negative 6 plus 2 is negative 4x squared. 15 plus negative 4 is still 11x, and drop down your 10. And there you go. All right, so you guys, let's do D. Let's do E. You do it, and we'll just check it in class tomorrow and see how you did. Okay? Good luck with that, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.